A lot of you guys might be college seniors right now and you're very uncertain about your future. Well, just a couple years ago, Nate and I were in the same position that you guys were in. We were graduating from college. I was a fifth year, he was a senior. We had just finished our college basketball season and we had an idea of what we wanted to do, but the path was super uncertain. So in this video, we're going to talk to you guys about our path from college basketball players to full-time running a business.
I think the first step was realizing what we didn't want to do. And so we were actually in LA with a couple NBA players, and we just realized that being with them full time wasn't something that was going to provide us a lot of income, and it wasn't sustainable. It also didn't make us happy. So we realized that we needed to buckle down and kind of start something that we could build and scale. We came home after the trip to LA, probably in May of 2023. And so Danny was living at his dad's house in Philly, and I'm not from Philly, but we knew that this was the area we wanted to start a business in. So I actually slept in Danny's brother's bedroom for about a month until Danny and I found an apartment nearby. And in that month I was staying at Danny's house, we knew we needed to find a gym. That was the number one thing that we needed to lock down in order to start this basketball training business. So we were looking at gyms, blah, blah, blah. Danny was at his mom's dress shop, and her employee recommended the gym we're at now, AFC, and Danny were like, all right, let's go check it out. We literally drove 2 minutes down the road to the gym, and we took a tour, and then I don't even remember what happened from there. I believe you started negotiations with them.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot. We basically, after college, the biggest thing in our business is finding a set gym, right? So I was at another gym, but it was kind of too far away and didn't really work out. So then when we were in California, actually, I had been in touch and emailing the gym owner here and kind of struck a deal with them. But back to the uncertainty point, like it was a lot of just days where we didn't really know what was next and what was going to happen. So it's just day by day trying to make little increments of progress and just figuring out the next step. So then finally we got to this gym and then we just launched everything and that's kind of how it worked. But I think the whole time the biggest theme is just making adjustments on the fly and being okay with not everything being perfect. And
yeah, I think to kind of piggyback off that, like, I'm a perfectionist and I love everything done the correct way and like as high quality as possible. But when you're starting something new, I think Danny gave me a lot of perspective on it's not going to be perfect and it's not always going to go smoothly and run the way you want it to right away. And you have to try new things and you have to be okay with failing. And as a result, you're going to learn, and then in time, your product will become what you wanted it to all along. And I still struggle to see those things sometimes because I see the bigger picture and I want it right away. But I think taking a step back and just taking daily action to get where you want to go serves a much bigger purpose and it'll get you there a lot quicker than if you try to rush it all at once.
yeah, that's important for you guys, especially if you're college seniors right now thinking about what you're going to do next year. I think you need to take a step back and realize that there's no rush to go into something that maybe you're not passionate about or get all stressed out about finding a job in a big city, because the reality is most people don't actually enjoy their jobs and most people just get caught in that societal pressure and kind of put themselves in a position where now they're kind of trapped in something they don't enjoy. So try to take a step back and realize that you're right on time. And I mean, I was a fifth year, 23 years old. A lot of you guys are probably 22. So it's easy to compare yourself and look at your certain age and think you're behind. But just know that you're starting a lifelong journey of essentially trial and error and mistakes and growth and all that stuff. So yeah, Nate hit it on the head. Just daily action, and then we're almost 2 years full time into this thing. And if we look back now from that trip in LA and before we even started, and if you showed us a glimpse into the future of what it looks like now, I think we'd be pretty proud of ourselves. So it's important to see that.
I think to take one step even before LA, I think one thing a lot of you guys can do is if there's something you're interested in, no matter what it is, just find, and you've said this a lot, find the 10 best people in that field and ask to work for free. And honestly, when I was in college, my senior year, Danny's fifth year, and even before that, I had no clue what I wanted to do. I just knew it would be in sports. And I tried a couple different things. I worked a couple different places with sports. And then I just, for some reason, asked Danny if I could help him, not really thinking anything of it. And turns out 2 years later, here I am. So I really did not plan this. I had no clue that this could even be a possibility in my life. But like Danny said, you're always right where you're supposed to be. So
Yeah, and also one issue with the college system is like the majors and trying to figure out exactly what you want to do, because it's like I think it's impressive, like Nate's evolution. You guys have probably seen it if you've been following us. Like Nate has like 9 different like jobs over the last 2 years, where it's like most of you guys are just looking for one job out of college and you're trying to figure out what you're good at. But like Nate does things now that 2 years ago he probably wasn't good at any of them. Like photo, video, basketball training, editing, like just a million things that could be one job in themselves, but now he's picked up so many skills just by throwing himself in the fire and figuring it out as he goes, where a lot of you guys might be stressing on just being good at one thing. So I think the biggest message in all of this is just starting, and then like as you go, you're gonna figure out what you're good at, figure out what you like, and then typically when you find something that you're good at and find something that you enjoy, money comes with that and success comes with that. So yeah, so in closing, you guys need to put the blinders on and not let the societal pressures and societal norms give you guys anxiety and cause you guys stress. We are living testaments to literally having complete uncertainty coming out of college, having an idea of what we're interested in, but not knowing where it was going to be, how it was going to start, where we were going to live, how we were going to make money. But if you put your head down and grind for almost 2 years now, it's all going to work out. And if it doesn't, you're going to learn a ton of lessons and you could always go get a normal job. So